Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the new Hindi and Telugu film Animal, starring Ranbir Kapoor. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. Okay, this is I'm going to try to make it mostly spoiler-free. I've already been texting with Kathy of Cinemondo Podcast, and I think we're going to do a spoilerific full discussion this weekend. But, oh gosh, I don't even know really where to start with this. Okay, it's such a different film for Ranbir Kapoor. I made a point of showing Kathy Yay Jaani, Hey Divani. So she kind of got, because all she had seen was Brahmastra. And I feel like at this stage of Ranbir's career, he's really trying to do different things, right? Like he had been that man-child, that, coming of age, of Wake Up Sid and whatever, and the romantic hero with a little bit of an edge for so many films. And when the trailer for Animal dropped, jaws dropped as well, right? Because it's like, what is this gonna be? All right, so this film is from Sandeep Reddy Vanga. And the interesting thing is, in my theater in Chicago, this film is being shown both in Hindi and Telugu in separate theaters. And it seems that from what I saw of the press meet, where Mahesh Babu was there and Rajamouli was there to help introduce the film. Again, Sandeep Reddy Vanga had exploded on the scene with Arjun Reddy, right? Introducing us to Vijay Deverakonda. I remember being blown away by that film and then Kabir Singh came out. He remade it in Hindi. Here's what happens when you give this guy who has these crazy ideas a really big budget, and I wouldn't even say he takes it to 11. He takes it to 13. Like, he just goes for the complete insanity. And he has found a partner. This director has found a partner in Ranbir Kapoor who's completely ready and commits 250% to going there. Okay, to completely going there. I was sitting there. Okay, first of all, the movie is 3 hours and 20 minutes. My man, you are not Martin Scorsese. I sat through an equally long movie from Marty Scorsese. It was worth it. This story did not merit having that long of a film, especially the middle section where Ranbir is going through a health crisis. I was losing it a little bit. It slowed down and could have been cut. Okay. But the first half, wow, what a wild roller coaster ride. And the scene right before the interval point is an amazing action sequence, visually stunning. There's people who are wearing these really stylized animal masks that are attacking, and it just looks so visually interesting. Wow. Okay, the other crazy thing, I should mention who wrote this film. It was not just Sandeep Reddy Vanga. It also has Pranay Reddy Vanga and Saurabh Gupta. And I should mention who else is starring in it. Anil Kapoor, who I'm so impressed. I love what Anil Kapoor is doing at this stage of his career. He's taking such interesting parts. And the main relationship in this film is not really between Ranbir Kapoor's character and his wife, played by Rashmika. It's really this father and son dynamic. We got that from the teaser and the trailer. Okay, loved the two of them going at each other in scenes together. I couldn't get enough. I couldn't get enough of that. Then Rashmika is mentioned. Okay, this director, these writers do not write women so great. Like we saw that from Arjun Reddy. At least Rashmika's character gets to really give back in a powerful argument scene And then, without spoiling it, I liked what she did at the end of the film, and I agreed with what she did. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, now, the person who is the antagonist, Bobby Deol. I loved his introduction, but I literally looked at my watch. I think it happened 2.5 hours into the movie. Somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours. That was too long for me to wait to see Bobby Deol be as freaking amazing as he was in this part. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the two, Ranbir, when they finally do meet, and their confrontation is just as epic as you would hope it would be. Like, epic. And by the way, don't scoot out as soon as the credits start, because the movie doesn't stop as the credits are rolling. There are really important scenes that happen at the end. And then we get an end credit scene, as you can imagine, sets us up for the next movie. You would think, okay, like there was a plot point that was mentioned, I don't know, like 2.5, 3 hours in, and when I forgot about it, then it becomes very important in that end credit scene, and I went, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So a loose end leads us to the second part. And would I want to visit another film with this Ranbir character? I kind of would. Like, I mean, it's so violent. I was texting my friends, and just at the interval point, I was like, this is like a combination of John Wick and The Godfather or something. Like, it's so violent, so over the top. You have characters that you shouldn't really want to like. Like, there's a lot of unlikable people, and yet there's such compelling scenes, amazing action sequences. Yeah, and Ranbir goes for it. Like, this is really going to change how people see him. Like I said, he had this sort of man-child, romantic, douchebag kind of, image. I don't know that Brahmastra really changed that. I wasn't, like, Brahmastra didn't blow me away. But he really committed to this movie. Like, you've seen it, like, you saw it in the trailer. I don't even have to spoil anything. You saw him showing up covered in blood and just wailing on people. And yeah, I mean, it's just so intense and so crazy. Like, he really commits to it. So yeah, but it's too long. It's way, way too long and indulgent. Like, come on. I mean, you're already going to make another movie. Like, I wanted to see more interactions of Ranbir and his father. And I was like, the scene that we've seen in the trailer and the teaser and whatever, we waited a very long time, let's just put it that way, to finally get that scene. I did finally find out why, like, Anil always looks so much better than Ranbir. I'm like, what the heck? Well, I mean, that's because Ranbir is in so many scenes where he's so violent. He's constantly beat up and bruised and swollen and whatever. So that's why he looks so bad in that clip. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about this. There was a toddler in my theater. This is so violent. At one point, Ranbir uses an axe to cut off a guy's hand and then throws it. I mean, it's so much. It's definitely what in the United States would be called an R movie. I think it's called A movie. Don't bring your kids. It's so violent. Don't bring your kids to this, okay? But you know what? It's really different. And it's visually striking. And I'm not going to say this is a 5-star movie, but it's worth seeing. It's worth seeing. And it's one, I don't think his character is likable. Very early on, when he is trying to convince Rashmika to run away with him, he tells her, you have big hips. And she's like, WTF? And she's like, are you saying I'm fat? He's like, no, you have childbearing hips. At least that's the way the subtitles made it for me. Oh my God, the worst. Like, and he brings it up again later. I'm like, oh, so bad. So like, they don't really establish that. They establish that there's this lust connection between the two of them, but I didn't have that over sweeping romantic thing like we did in Arjun Reddy. Like, that's not the focus of this film. It is a major thread point of how the relationship with his wife is subservient to his relationship with his father and what drives him. What drives him is not his marriage. What drives him is his relationship with his father and trying to get approval from his father through the entire film. I mean, we see flashback from when he was a child. We see different flashbacks, and we see, you saw some of the trailer, but I wanted more of that. Like, I wanted more of seeing Anil Kapoor go up against him, because those scenes were amazing. So yeah, I will be there for part 2, but get a better editor and make it a little bit more concise, please, next time, because it was kind of a lot. Thank God my theater does have an intermission, because I can't even imagine trying to see this. And I heard that when it comes on Netflix, it's going to be even longer. It's going to have another half hour. Like, what? Oh my God. All right. I seriously want to know, if you've seen this film, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Like I said, I have mixed feelings, but I'm tipping it to, yes, you should see it in the theater, because it's something people are going to be talking about. And Ranbir's performance is amazing. Bobby Deol is amazing. And Anil Kapoor is amazing. And it does have some interesting plotting. And, behind everything, it's just kind of, like I said, a little bit bloated of a script for me. But I'm really wanting to know, were you a fan of Arjun Reddy? Is that what took you to the theater to see this? Were you a fan of Ranbir? Was it the amazing trailer? What brought you to the movie? And then did it live up to what all the hype and what you thought this film was going to be? Really want to know your thoughts. So please leave a comment below to this, and look forward to my further discussion of this film with Kathy that will be posted in a few days after she has a chance to see it. And we'll have a discussion with a lot of spoilers to it. But I wanted to keep this mostly spoiler free. All right. You know where to find me. I'm mostly on Threads, Blue Sky, and Instagram, although I still have a presence on X, Twitter. So I am at Pardesi Reviews on Threads, Instagram, and Blue Sky. So please do press the bell if you subscribe, because then you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.